So now it's simply a matter of trade state management. Do we have the skill to identify the trade? Yes, we do. Absolutely. We know exactly what's going on here. Impulse leg, 382 retracement, Fibonacci failure trade. Sell them. Market now is rolled over. Retesting support. Market is going to do one of two things. It's either going to break that support or it's going to rally off of it. And we'll be back in a channel. You can see the channel. Top line of the channel coming in here. Bottom of the channel coming in here. And until we break out to the upside or to the downside, we're going to be stuck in that channel. And so what we have to do now is manage our trade state. Manage your trading discipline. We talked about yesterday in the Fibonacci failure trade. We were up 30 pips at one time. Then the market took us down 18 pips before finally rallying and hitting our target 50 pips higher. Now, trading discipline is what makes the difference in those situations. Seeing the market go up 30 pips and then immediately reverse on you. And you see all those profits get sucked up in the emotional baggage that begins to weigh down on you as a trader. Oh, why didn't I take it off? Why didn't I move my stops? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Stress starts to take over. It's an emotional game, and it's one that you play with yourself. Once the skill set is learned, everything else that you do is managing your trade state, is managing your own internal dialogue, your own trading psychology. Nothing that you do right now will change what the market is going to do right now. Does that make sense? Nothing that you do, no decision that you make right now is going to affect the market in any way. You cannot affect the markets. All you can do is participate. We have identified a highly profitable pattern formation. One that allows us to enter a trade with a limited and fixed amount of risk, with the potential for an extended reward. And every time we see this pattern formation, we have the opportunity to trade it. Undoubtedly, throughout the course of our trading, we're going to hit 1 or 2 or 3 times in a row when we put this trade on and it doesn't work out. The question is, when the 4th trade comes, how are you going to handle it? Are you going to say, no, I've had 3 losers, 4 losers in a row, I just can't afford to take the trade today, I can't do it, I'm stepping aside. Only to watch the 4th trade be a winner. Managing your trade state, traders, that is the critical component that is missing, that is lacking from 95, 99% of traders. Once you can manage that, once you've got a control of your own emotions, there is no limit to the amount of money that you can make in this market, in any market. So as you're going through the rest of the week, I want you really focusing in, really harnessing in on your trade state management, on your trading psychology. Some of you are still having trouble, even in the demo accounts, with being disciplined. Do not attempt to step out into the realm of actual trading, of live trading, until you have that under control. And even then, I want you to dip your toe in. I don't want you jumping in with both feet. Get that micro account opened up. Start putting in, 10 cents a pip. Money is a funny thing. It does very funny things to people. We want to make sure that you're grounded in your rules, that you're confident in what you're doing before you start putting your money at risk. Again, I gave you guys the video yesterday, the link to the video for trading as a business. And I want you to think of your trading as a business. How many years do most business owners have to work before their business is profitable. Who in here is a business owner? Is anybody in here a business owner? They built their own business. Give me a Mark says yes. Mark, how long did it take you in building your business before you felt like you really had a handle on it? You felt like you were profitable, you had your system down, you understood what you needed to do, and you were basically now running on autopilot. I don't know that a business ever really runs on autopilot, but okay, Mark says 5 years. 5 years, guys, to build that business. Trading is not, it's not something that you step into and 3 months later you figured it out. It's a business like anything else. There's money management. There's ups and downs. There's times in the business where you don't know whether or not you're going to make it, where you're doing everything you can just to keep the doors open. Your trading business is going to have those same ups and downs. Even if you're a guy who's been running businesses for 20 years. I know of a gentleman in particular that I'm thinking of right now, owns a bank, owns a cattle business, owns 2 huge construction businesses, was one of the wealthiest, most prosperous men that I have ever met. And I have met some very wealthy people. During the downturn, he lost virtually everything. Had to sell the cattle business. The construction businesses are basically bankrupt. And he's being forced to sell the bank because the loans he made on residential and commercial property are beginning to default, are still continuing to default. Even if you've been doing this for years and years and years, the risk is always there. Those drawdowns are never going to go away. You've got to get a handle on your emotions. It's the only thing that is going to pull you through that time period. I don't think anybody in here thinks trading's a get-rich-quick scheme. Don't get me wrong. Everybody in here has devoted a lot of time and energy and invested a lot of money in order to ensure that they really understand what it is that they're doing. And they're attempting to take the proper steps in order to be successful. But I don't want you to ever lose sight of the fact that this is a process. And that when you are fixed in your rules, when you have a system that works, and when you are dedicated, no matter the time, the energy, or the investment to be successful, just like a business owner, the likelihood of you being successful increases dramatically.